What does it mean to honor? To honor means more than obedience. It is respect, deference, care, emotional investment, and deep gratitude. It is asking your father about his youthful trials, listening to your mother recount her silent sacrifices, caring for them in their old age, speaking of them with reverence, seeking their wisdom before major life moves. In this age, many are eager to escape their parents. They see them as burdens to shed for independence. Yet the scriptures say otherwise. You cannot separate honor from inheritance. Even Jesus, as the Son of God, submitted to earthly parents. The Western error, relationship, roots. Western culture has glorified the idea of leaving one's parents prematurely for romantic or personal fulfillment. It equates maturity with distance, independence with superiority. You see it in Hollywood, in music, even in therapy. Cut them off if they offend you. Honor yourself first. But what does that produce? A generation with wealth but no wisdom. Families disjointed and cold. Aged parents abandoned in care homes. A spiritual orphanhood where no one has roots. Even biblically, a man is to leave his father and mother and cleave to his wife. But that leaving is not dishonor, it's transition, not abandonment. The fifth commandment is never revoked in the name of adulthood. When you honor your parents, you tap into generational blessing. The prayers of your mother are weapons you don't see. Your father's counsel can save you from ruin. You access divine longevity, not just in years, but in legacy. Your life becomes sustainable, fruitful, and covered. You preserve the order of God. Family is God's first institution. When we break it, society breaks. And don't miss this. Even if your parents failed in some areas, honor is not conditional. God didn't say if they're perfect, then honor. He said honor, full stop. You honor the office, the sacrifice, the vessel God used to bring you forth. Your father may not have a degree. Your mother might speak broken English. But do you know the demons they fought so you could live? You see, in many African cultures, despite the flaws of our parents, we still pour water for them to wash their hands. We kneel when greeting. We serve them food first. That's not oppression. That's wisdom. That's honor. But today's world mocks that. We laugh at village values. We idolize independence. But here's the truth. Independence without honor is rebellion in disguise. When you break this commandment, many people don't realize that dishonoring your parents can short-circuit your destiny. I'm not talking about superstition. I'm talking about spiritual law. If you cut off your mother because she's too old school, if you ignore your father because he failed at business, you cut yourself off from the very oil that God might use to anoint your future. Honor looks like calling them regularly, even when your schedule is full. Forgiving them, even when the hurt was deep. Defending them when others speak ill. Learning from their story, not just their strengths, but their struggles. When you do this, you're not just being a good child. You're obeying a spiritual principle that unlocks heaven's favor over your life.